Well, this is where you're hiding. You missed breakfast.
Well, I've just been so engrossed in Dr. Mencken's medical library that I don't think I have any room for anything other than food for thought.
Seems Dan has been doing a lot of thinking, too. At least he manages to eat.
Well, perhaps I'll have some later, but I'm just so fascinated with all this.
And you're fascinating yourself. And all this. Let's see. The effect of hypothermia on cerebral damage resulting from cardiac arrest.
Yes, look at this. W.G. Walter's Imitation of Life. What does all this suggest to you?
That you're even more attractive when you're flushed with excitement.
Jean-Paul, stop it.
Go ahead, tell me. Why do you find it fascinating?
Well, if all these books belong to you.
Well, my literary tastes usually run to something hotter, though not necessarily heavier. No, the money that I provide has bought the books. They're not necessarily mine. Why do you ask?
Well, anybody interested in cryonics would be interested in these. Or was it Dr. Mencken's idea? To put Erica in a cryonic capsule.
Well, it certainly wasn't mine, but I'm glad someone thought of it.
Did it come out of something that happened with her condition?
I haven't the faintest idea. I'm not a doctor. Just a man in love.
And about what you told me about her death being so sudden and unexpected.
To me, it was.
But if it was brought on by the onset of eclamptic convulsions, why Dr. his preoccupation with all this? Genetics, cellular reconstitution, and geriatrics.
Well, if he were here, we could ask him.
Shouldn't make jokes about a man who's dead.
Sorry.
You know, I've even found some notes he made on experiments in my field in organ culture and regeneration.
You mean the replacement of the human body?
Well, in a very general sense. I mean, we're just starting with all that, but Dr. Mencken.
Yes?
Well, I've searched this entire place. I found lots of projections of experiments, but no details about them. Lots of notes on failures, though. But where are the experiments and the results? I've looked everywhere. And what's more important, where is this file on Erica? I know there must be one.
Why?
Because I'm not so sure that Erica's death was sudden. Now,
Well,
think back. Are you sure there was no forewarning?
not to me. Would I lie to you?
Well, you have in the past, when you concealed my sister's death.
Well, some days I'm just not myself.
Will you answer one thing truthfully?
Well, if I can be truthful, of course.
You took a bottle of cyanide from this lab.
I did?
There's a bottle missing.
Well, if you saw me take it, but there must be a double roaming around here.
I didn't say that I saw you. I just said there was a bottle missing. It's just that well, it would put my mind at ease. Just that, well, I was afraid.
Afraid? But what? I would take my own life? No, Alison, don't be afraid. That's one thing that didn't come that easily.
Well, I'm relieved. Erica's death is more than I can bear.
It hasn't been easy for either of us. I may say that I have nothing to say at the moment.
Well, have you managed to talk her into that idea about signing the death certificate?
I haven't managed to talk her into anything. Although an idea did pass my mind.
How do you figure him?
Well, I think he's either a very good actor Or he's another man.
Well, they say that each of us has a double. Jean-Paul's goes back 300 years. And, according to the legend, voodoo jinxed him.
But legends are not facts, Dan.
Neither are ghosts that are 300 years old.
Well, Dan is not one of the believers. Allison is a charmer. The plot thickens. Keep the home fires burning. I'll be there later.
You know, you're the best wheeler and dealer this side of the Great Channel. You know that?
You know, ordinarily I'd chuckle over that, Dan, but right now I'm too shook. Although, when you think of it, it's the obvious answer. The only way out.
For Jean-Paul.
Yes. And for the rest of us. And for Erica.
Erica?
Well, any other way, and she'd have to have a post-mortem. That would ruin all her chances.
Oh, come on now. Don't tell me you're falling for that cryonics fable. Or is it Jean-Paul who has you under
Dan,
his spell?
please. Now, that's enough of that.
All right. Well, when it comes to that death certificate,
Dr. Mencken did sign the death certificate. Jean-Paul told me. He only asked me to sign it to alleviate your concern about it.
All right, then. As a lawyer, I'm going to call for an adjournment.
I know. I ask for the same privilege.
But still, the mystery prevails.
Well, I can't deny that. I mean, even in this simple lab, there is more than one mystery. And I intend to find out about them. All of them.
In this lab?
In this lab, and in this house, and on Mal Jardin.
Well, if you stay,
Do you know, suddenly I feel hungry. Come on, join me.
What, in another breakfast? No, thank you. One's my capacity. I think if you don't mind, I'll just stay here and poke around a bit.
Come on, I'm sure there's nothing that you can find around here that'll interest you.
There's a lot that'll interest me. Some of it may confuse me, but, well, what's one more confusion?
Too many contretemps. Too many questions. The time has come to make a definite move before the attack.